Thanks to Roborock for sponsoring this video. I want to say thank you for clicking on the video to learn about a vacuum. It means you support the channel and you like new tech. And I want to say thank you. We're doing this for a few months. We are giving away a $500 gift card open to anyone in the world. Leave a comment down below about what thing you would clean with your new Roborock vacuum. But please leave your social handle in the comments so I can contact you if you win. Run it for 2 weeks, open to anyone in the world. All the information will be in the description. Let's talk about some vacuums. I have covered a lot of robot vacuums over the past few months and years, because honestly, I love them. They're an awesome way to sort of bring tech into my life, but also add convenience. And every time I get a new one in my hands, I'm generally become increasingly impressed about how nuts fast this industry is moving. When you look at the cell phone world kind of stagnating, the robot vacuum world is going at a mile a minute. I mean, a few years ago, these robots were relying on sort of bumping into walls to know where to turn. But now we've got full LiDAR scanners and mopping functions built in. It's probably only a matter of time before we can subscribe to full self-driving on these vacuums. And a lot of innovation can be directly traced back to Roborock. They were the early leaders. They continue to be the leaders in the robot vacuum space. And where they go, the industry really tends to follow. When they released their new flagship, the S7 MaxV Ultra, listen, I wanted to give it a shot. It features all the things you love from Roborock, but with some pretty essential updates. So I'll talk about the S7 MaxV Ultra in a sec, but the star, the big jam, the big daddy here is actually the dock. And they've called it, I think the awesomely named Rock Dock, but then they had docking station at the end. But you remember Rock Dock. So not only can the S7 MaxV Ultra empty the vacuum automatically, it can even empty and refill the mopping liquid. So you literally have to do nothing. You set it up, put in the fluid, and it can go and take care of your whole house while you sleep, while you play video games, while you eat snacks on the couch, or while you are just not home at all. You come home, your house is clean, and your mom, your dad, your wife, girlfriend, whoever is like impressed with you. Like, wow, you take life seriously. Your place is clean. You'd be like, oh yeah, you know, of course it's what I do, but really, fist bump to your robot vacuum. So again, I think having both of these features, the mopping and vacuuming, is a pretty big game changer. So before, the robot could mop the floor, but every time you wanted to use that feature, you'd have to set it up and then let it run, then immediately clean it afterwards. Now it's just totally automated, and I think it's really unique compared to other docking stations in the market. It's got a 3-liter clean water tank, which might not sound like a lot, but when you see it, it's a lot of water, and a 2.5-liter dirty water tank. And I know your floors are gross. This water gets black and nasty fast. It lets that robot mop actually clean up to 300 square meters, depending on where you live. That is also 3,200 square feet per fill. So for most applications, there are multiple mopping sessions before you ever gotta even think about it. So the robot is connected to the water tank. A washing module scrubs and wipes the mop, and it goes from left to right. So the mop is clean every time it goes to clean your house. It's a pretty big deal. You don't want to mop with a gross, dirty water and dirty mop head. And when it comes back, dirty water empties into the dirty water tank, and the process is just repeated. And you only have to replace the water when it runs out, not after every session. So that's cool. So in theory, one station you can go days, if not weeks, without ever thinking about the robot mop and vacuum, but your house will be getting cleaned the whole time. And again, you get credit for it, which is surprisingly important to me. So docking station aside, of course, you still want to vacuum and have it be great. Since it's a Roborock's flagship product, the robot is pretty much packing everything you can want, even some stuff maybe you didn't know you wanted. So let's start with the LiDAR system. It's optical recognition. It works really well. So not only will it map your entire house, but it now has a new set of cameras that enables what they're calling Reactive AI 2.0. So it's got object recognition, so it can not only detect what the object is in front of it, but also avoid it. It can mop the floor, right? We just talked about it. But when it moves to a new location, the mop automatically lifts out of the way when going over different surfaces to get the best clean where you need it, but also won't get confused where it shouldn't clean. which is kind of cool. The mop head's also gonna like vibrate like nuts. And when I say nuts, I mean 3,000 cycles per minute. So it's, I don't know how to say it like politely, but like it's getting in there and cleaning the dirt on your floor. And again, it will mop, go back to docking station to clean itself. And if that wasn't enough, Roborock has gotten even better. They partnered actually with Unilever's OMO brand to create a cleaning solution for the mop. It's free of perfume, safe for pets and kids. It helps get rid of gross stains. It's optional if you want, but at least you have an option specifically made for the system if you choose to use it. I live in a house with 2 boys. One is 8, one is 6, and my daughter, who is 2.5, going on much older than that. We have a very floppy golden doodle dog, and my wife and I. So to say our house is less than clean, I think would be an accurate statement. My wife and I are busy. We try to keep as clean as we can, but life gets in the way. We got dog hair everywhere. We got the boys refusing to clean up after themselves, no matter how many times we remind them. Toys on the floor, food spilled after meals. It's a house that is lived in. So for us, having something like this that we know we can set at night, can just go and take care of our floors, can go around the landmines the kids have left, or occasionally the landmines the dog has left, and keep our house clean when we get up in the morning, has been awesome. And I like knowing while I'm sleeping, the vacuum is working. That's sort of the example that's worked for us. But you can kind of customize the experience to get the best for you. Here's something that I never once considered from a vacuum. You can make the robot navigate to specific points, and then you can talk through the robot, and you can even see a live camera feed. This is a kind of cool thing for pets. Might freak them out. The fact that the robot actually does this is cool. So like, if you're away at work and you want to see what your dog is doing, or you want to talk to somebody and really freak them out and have the vacuum move on its own, you can do that and then talk through your vacuum. And you can pick if you want to turn that feature on or off. It's a showstopper, at least. Each year, robot vacuums get smarter, they get more innovative, and sort of less input is needed from the user. And that's awesome, because generally my user input is error. And Roborock has been leading that charge. We're not quite to the point where you can set it and forget it forever. We're getting close. And Roborock's mission is to get to that point. And the S7 MaxV Ultra is a really big step in that direction. And not stopping there, the tech is actually being brought down to the more affordable options in the line, like the Q series. And I think even better, these will now all be dock compatible going forward. So even if you opt for a different model, a lot of the cool dock features you're still going to get. But if you want the big daddy that can do it all, the S7 MaxV Ultra is your jam. I'll leave a link down below where you can pick one up or learn more if you want. They even offer monthly payment options through Affirm. So if you opt for that, if it works better for your wallet, you've got that choice as well. This is a kind of a crazy thing to talk about. It's a robot vacuum. You don't think about things that much. When you think about how much time it can save you, the job that it can do, and how you can use it when you are not there, Roborock brings a really compelling package to the table, all coupled with their incredible reputation, and they've been really leading the industry for years. So if you're in the market for a robot vacuum or think you want to learn about it, again, link down below.